Hey guys, today is Monday, February 13th. It's about 1 p.m. in the afternoon Eastern Time. And looking at the SPY Spiders ETF right now. And I want to point out a few things. And I know everyone is just wondering when the pullback is going to come, if it's going to come, and when to get short. And I wanted to kind of just give you my take on it and how I'm going to play this. And I'm also going to go over a couple names after the SPY. So um, let's just look at the chart real quick. We have I got just a 20, 50, and 200-day moving averages, simple moving averages. And you see the yellow 20 is moving up nicely. The 50 is now playing nicely. And the 200 is rather flat. So we are kind of like in a bullish sort of mode, which is to be expected since we've had this nice run since December, mid-December. So what I am looking for, though, is we have a lot of resistance up here, and there's a couple things that's having me start to get short. I actually already started getting short. So let's just look at some resistance levels first. And the first one I'm going to point out is this pivot, which we've passed. We have this pivot, which we're pretty much right at. And then this is sort of a minor pivot. I don't know if this level, this 136.23 is going to play a big level or not. But then the 2011 highs, which were this 137 level. So what I'm doing, a lot of times I trade options, directional options, but in this case, since, we do have this kind of low volume float, this melt up, instead of trying to pick the time, what I'm doing is just playing this with SDS, looking at SDS, adding to that position. I've already started a position here, and I'm looking to add to my position here, here, and here. So these are the four levels that I would add to SDS. And all we really need at this point is a minor pullback to like the 20 or something. So now, I've already got a small position in right now. If we pull back to the 20 and then we start to move higher again, I would not look to short that level again. I'd probably actually take most of that off depending on how it acted there. But one thing that I think is probably going to be a big support level if we break down at some point, if we look at the October 4th lows, and I just kind of extend this trend line, you can see that this is really kind of right along, almost perfectly parallel and almost at the same level as the 50-day moving average. So I would actually look for a move back to the 50-day average if we do break down. And again, we may get up here first and then come back down. This will keep rising. So this will actually kind of fit in well with this previous pivot. And on the Fibonacci side of things, this is all kind of going together for me. If I do from the October 4th low up to this level, you can see that we're right at the 27 extension. And whenever you're at one of these extensions with heavy resistance, this is often a good area to look for the reversal. Doesn't mean we can't get up to retest the highs, but you gotta wonder, what's going to be the catalyst to get us through up here. So that's kind of my take on the SPY and how I'm playing that. Let me give you a couple names to look at. And the first one is Microsoft. You can see Microsoft has had a huge run. You got the upsloping 200, 50, and 20. So this is a really good looking chart. Because it's so extended, though, I'm going to switch to the weekly real quick. And I just want to point out the this previous 31, the high was 31.58, but even around this, 31 and change, we're about 50, 60 cents away from serious long-term resistance. Maybe we get up to 31.58, but if we do not get a pullback before hitting this level, I would definitely look at shorting this 31 to 31.50 area on Microsoft. Another one that's looking interesting to me is CF. Again, this on the weekly chart. We actually already hit this, so it may be too late. We're the previous high of 192 and change. We actually tagged that, I guess that was last week. Let me switch back to daily real quick. But we've pulled back to the 20. So if we get back up to this 192 area and you start to get some reversal candles or something like this, what I'm really looking for is a breakdown of the 20. You could probably take a small position here, but if we close below this 20, and then you do have this kind of pivot here, but I think your next stop is the 50-day moving average, and that is a long way down. So keep this on your radar for a short trade. And just let you guys know, we are still accepting members to our market timing service where we trade mostly directional options. So if you want to get some more option trades on how to play this market, sign up for our free 7-day trial. And I'm going to put some links for you underneath this video. So if you guys have any questions, let us know, and I'll talk to you later.